Hey everyone, JD here with the XBLA Fans Channel. I'm here to give you a quick taste of Ashen. I am loving this game so far. I actually started playing it last night, and before I knew it, it was 1 a.m. and I had to go to bed. Just a quick spoiler warning, I'm about 4 or 5 areas into the game, so I have unlocked a lot of stuff. My village has progressed a nice bit, and I've unlocked some other stuff. So if you're worried about spoilers, go and discover it by yourself. That's part of this game that I love, that there is so much going on and so much to see for yourself the first time. So I'm going to go ahead and start now. At the point where I'm at, I have unlocked fast travel, which was saving this crazy little cute little space whale creature that was being held hostage by some crazy dude. And I was rewarded with, hey, now you can fast travel between the ritual stones, which is where you sit down to respawn enemies or refill your crimson gourd and all that kind of stuff. The point where I'm at, I've upgraded the crimson gourd twice, and I've upgraded how much it heals once. I've also unlocked some other relics and talismans and goodies like that, and I will show you all that kind of stuff. But I want to first say off that I love the look of this game. There he is. Hi, buddy. So we're actually going to head back to my town. So once again, if you are worried about spoilers and all that kind of stuff, oh, he's sad I walked away, that you need to experience this stuff. If you're worried about spoilers, I highly suggest that you experience this yourself. So we're going to go back to Vagrant's Rest. One of my talismans, I believe, the farther I am away from Vagrant's Rest, it gives me a health boost up to 25, which I think is a very neat idea. I've also been using the spiked cudgel because it was, when I got it, it had the highest damage output. I upgraded it, and nothing seems to have been able to really keep up with it. It's a little slower, and after 2 or 3 swings, its follow-up attack is slower. All right, so here we are. When I'm sure for anyone who has started the game, you will know that Vagrant's Rest is absolutely nothing, and mine has progressed into this, and it's just amazing. It's a lovely feeling to come back to this and see how much progress is made and all that kind of stuff. But we'll start with the basics, of course. At the upper left, you have the health bar, and under that's the stamina bar. Combat is stamina based. I have my light attack, heavy attack. It's the left and right triggers, of course. I have a lantern, which is a mandatory item. Can't do anything with it. I can put it down, though, which is great. Pick it back up. I have a shield, and I can shield bash. And I can dash around and all that kind of stuff. So that guy has 1 arm. He's like essentially the first NPC you really meet. So, of course, you have your normal upgrading and stuff like that. The currency used is called... Hold on. We'll get there. Scoria, I think? No idea. Devs, if I'm saying it wrong, I am sorry. It is essentially souls. If you die, your scoria will stay at your body and stuff like that, and you can run and get it and all that kind of fun stuff. As far as I can tell, you can only upgrade your weapons, not your armor, which I am fine with. I had no issue with that in most games. At least they don't make you repair it. This is the kind of talisman and relics. The one I have right now I actually got from a boss. And these seem to be more of like a base plate with extra perks. So this one, the more damage I do to an enemy, orbs will appear and then fire off when I hit something, up to 5 doing extra damage. This other one I haven't done yet, so I have no idea exactly how it works. And of course I have like, hey, lesser health, which gives me 2% more health. Drifter, which increases my, the farther away I go from the this area, more health. Recluse, I don't really know what this did, but I sounded useful. And then I have Swift, which makes my attacks use less. And of course, like, hey, stamina regeneration faster and all that kind of fun stuff. And it costs money to switch them around and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm sure you've noticed by now that no one has a face. And that's kind of done by the developers to kind of allow you to connect more with your character and project on them, which at first was kind of creepy, but now I've kind of come to enjoy it. These are people that I know more about by their personalities and where they are in the world than by their faces or just their interactions with them. This is one of my buddies here.
Fishing village, once huddled
Jokel. Behind him is where I upgrade my crimson gourd and my health properties and all that kind of stuff, which of course costs money and all that fun stuff. But I want to say again, like, this area was essentially nothing, some like little bandit vagrant town. Now it's coming into a home. Over here, as you can tell, I have a spot for a one-handed weapon, a two-handed weapon, and then these spears, which I can throw at enemies in the distance, pull them and stuff like that. I have seen but not been able to do it yet. There's these red statues. If you throw a spear into them, they actually let you warp to them. This is kind of where I trade in the spears. Spearheads are needed to make the standard, and then these bigger ones and all that kind of fun stuff. But that's about it for like the super basics. This is your home. And then there's usually just people kind of... And then there's just normal little traders here and there. And there's a lot of them, but they all sell the same thing. So if... And you can kill them, but it doesn't seem to do anything. All right, buddy. So let's go to... I don't want to go too far in. Let's go to the second area so I don't spoil anything for you. But I am absolutely loving all the time I played with this. So a lot of people have probably heard about the multiplayer aspect of it. It's a very interesting kind of drop in, drop out. You can't go to your friends list and join them. There is a code system like in the Dark Souls games where you kind of filter for people and all that kind of stuff. But a lot of the time I have mostly had people just kind of wander into my game and then kind of disappear. So let's say I was like, I'm standing here, someone might enter my game and they might like, hey, I need to go left. They might need to go right. They'll wander off to the right, and later on someone who picked to go left might join up with me. Or I'll get to like one of the first dungeon where you require 2 people to go in. They'll pair you up with an NPC, and that NPC might be replaced by an actual person, or that would have been a person all along. And I think it's a really good system. This world feels very lonely at times, and I feel that the way the dev intended it was to have you by yourself, kind of surviving it with only brief respites of company. A lot of time, it's not the combat that's the biggest enemy, it's the loneliness. But as you can see, I already have someone with me right now, so I never can tell if it's a person or not. Usually if they have very erratic behavior and stuff like that, it's a person. Oh, hey! I can also dodge roll. These guys don't persist the problem. If I hit X, I can get health back. Oh, if I hit push down the right stick, it aims. But like Dark Souls, I can change items on the left D-pad. Left D-pad is lantern and shield. Right D-pad is weapons. Down is so your items that you've equipped, and up is like a follow, or a long hold is a point. And throughout the world, you actually find pieces of the see, Dark Souls. Oh, he got me. Well, at least I can show you what happens when you die. I was distracted talking. I was distracted by the feather. And of course, it's Dark Souls, so stuff will fall on you from the sky. You'll go into a cave where there's no enemies, and stuff will spawn behind you, and all that kind of fun stuff. So if my partner was closer to me, or if I had one, I don't know if they had disappeared or not, they could have come and revived me. And that's usually people, once you kind of pair up with someone. I actually did like an entire dungeon with someone where we actually freed that the space whale, and it was grand. I loved it. We kind of stuck near each other when we needed to. The boss would summon stuff, and we kind of hey there, buddy, you a person? I don't know. So what I can do here is equip this spear, kind of be on the lookout. There you are. All right, we're gonna unequip that and get in here. I'm gonna recover my goodies. If anything, this game is actually a lot easier than Dark Souls because of the co-op stuff. All right, there we go. I'm ready for you this time. Bam! That one hit him, and then bam! And of course, you can see flying towards me are the items. So we're gonna consume this, and it should. It increases one of my. I think the black ones increase my stamina. There it is. I mean health. So this world's in this state because of the typical dark apocalypse kind of, hey, this benevolent creature early on died, and the Ashen, the Ashen is the actual creature, and then Ashen has been reborn, so we're trying to bring the light back, kind of stuff. I don't want to go super into it because it's actually told with pretty great stories. The voice acting is pretty good. Got him. So as you can see, I now have 5 of these little black orbs around me. They will actually fire off as I do damage to stuff. But there is some areas there's just not really too much going on. We're gonna actually head over to that area. For those who are having issues finding ritual stones, whenever you look to the sky, you see that kind of that little mist above it. That's where a ritual stone is. I was also saying before, this is the statue. Oop, slow down. This is the statue which I think you can throw spears at. So if I was like, hey, because I don't think I have that ability yet. So if I wanted to, I could be like, wham, and it would suck me over to it. I assume there's fall damage. I have not yet risked falling from a great height. Hi, buddy. But so far, I love everything about this game. But let's go to... This is this one I want to show off. This is a very nice, open, quiet area. There are some enemies, but they are very spread out, and it's just an area that is very nice and peaceful to explore. But this game has come in late in the year and stolen my heart. I love it so very much. The current area I'm at is a little bit more difficult. It's a lot of smaller platforms and enemies who do knockback and have like really good like jump smash attacks. I always think that when I'm like flying in, I have like a top hat on. I forget. There'll be also enemies will drop items. Also, if you fall in a fire, it turns it off. It's great. Doesn't damage you. You'll see once in a while like skeletons with symbols over them. Those are just items. There's some people to play with. There, I got a buddy with me. She's got a bucket on her back. I'm not fully sure how the NPC stuff comes into play. So let's see if I can't. Yeah. That should pull the move. So the smaller guys, I have no actual issues with. So I can pop him with one hit. Roll away. They also seem to very heavily focus on me. These orbs will also disappear if I take a hit. So I'm gonna back off, drink some more, and of course, I don't know what she has, but I might have it. I'm not sure. I might not have it yet, but I want it. It looks great. So like not all the NPCs are evil and stuff like that. Oh, and of course I can buy stuff from them. Like these are just normal basic items. These are what you use to make the better spears. These are just health regeneration items. But I love the scale of this game. I love the look of the game. Look at that guy all the way over there, just chilling out. I highly suggest that you explore everything in this game. So as you can see, like that billowing thing there, that means that there is a ritual stone over there that I can check out. So I don't think I am playing. Oh, I might be playing with a person. Also, you can knock enemies off the corner. I mean, edges, the corner. It's always a viable strategy. That's a heavy attack, and as you can see, the little orb shot out and got after him. I like using one-handed weapons. All right, so there's actually an item over there, so we'll go get that. All right, so that is a person. Because I don't think NPCs would just whip out a lantern. I've done that before. I've panic lanterned. Also, see how they're walking slightly in front of me if I stop? Yep, that's a person. There we go. That's perfect. Oh. I hope I can make that into a term now. Panic lanterning. You can drop items. I don't think the other person can pick them up. Heavy weapons, of course, do a two-handed weapons do a lot more damage. Oh boy! So if I go down, she'll have to probably just finish off this dude, and it wouldn't be too hard. The music. Oh, she saw that item too, I bet. I'm just gonna hop down here and grab it. It's a Scoria stash. I hope that I'm saying it right, devs. I love this game so much, and it's like, oh man. Man, I really wonder. All right, we're gonna try this. Nope, this game's too smart for me. Bravo. Good on you, devs. It's really smart. I am smiling ear to ear right now. That is really smart. I have to go pick up my stuff though. We'll get it back, and then we'll we'll end it. That's really good. Because those activate if you get within a radius of them, but that's very, very smart to cut out sequence breaking. I like how it didn't even give me the option to revive. It's like, no, you would be punished. All right, so let's go and get our stuff back, and then I will wrap it up. I'm not even mad. I'm actually, I find that great. Oh. Get defeated by a tent. But so far, I haven't encountered any major glitches. I have had the game soft crash on me twice. But it does a kind of save state every time you pick up an item, so it's never been that terrible. Of course, it is a Dark Souls game, so you can always employ the tactic of run to your corpse and then run away. Actually, hold on. We'll do this. We'll wind it. We'll keep this. All right, and we're gonna hold on. We're gonna, and it should be an instant use item. So let's go. And there's also stamina regeneration items. I'm assuming that this is what I'm holding now is essentially a homeward bone from Dark Souls. Oh man. Escape. And that's it. Pro strats, years of Dark Souls gameplay. Anyways, I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA fan channel. This was Ashen. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Even if you are not into Dark Souls games, you can set up that password feature and play with other people. I'll quickly show it off once we get back to the thing. Like the bottom of the screen says, companions are sometimes needed to get to certain areas. And it's not always contextual, because there'll be areas where it's slightly lower, like 3 feet to your left, but you will still get the option to do a co-op climb. Aww. I want a plushie of this thing. Make that happen, please. So you can, if you go to select, you can do multiplayer stuff and all that. And this game has like 3 brightness checks for you, so you will hopefully use that, and it looks really nice. There it is. I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA fan channel. This was Ashen. I am loving this game to death. So much I'm playing it and losing track of time. Thank you so much. Check out our other videos. If you need to see where the storage chest is, I have actually made another video, so keep an eye out for that one. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, share this video, and leave a comment. Thank you so much, and have a nice day.